Hey, everybody. How are you? This is Dr. Michelle W. Kofer. I'm super excited that you're here. That means you are interested in improving your credit score to perhaps get mortgage ready, right? And so I want to first of all just say that you want to make sure that you get back to the person that shared this video with you. Whomever shared this is probably a mortgage loan officer, a realtor, an insurance professional, tax professional, or maybe someone from your church. But anyway, they are someone that is interested in showing you a pathway to create leverage to create opportunities for you by improving your credit score. So I want to share about this amazing company called Own Easy. And as I bring my screen up, you all, I want to just let you know that I am not someone who has always had great credit. I thank God that today my credit score is a 766. But before I said yes to this industry, I had gone through some really rough times financially. And like most of you watching this, nobody had ever taught me about credit. I didn't learn from my mom. I didn't learn in school. And so I went on and went through life and just did things my own way and created a lot of debt for myself. And I remember in my 20s thinking, you know what? I want to own a home, but I wasn't able to because of my credit score. And so I went on to develop better financial habits, learn how to improve my credit score, bought my first house at 26, my second house in my 30s, and now I'm in my fourth home with the highest credit score ever, 766. You guys, I was able to get an interest rate of a 2.25%. We have a lot of equity in our home. We don't own a vehicle that has more than 3% APR on it. And so we've been able to amass a lot of revolving credit, multiple credit lines with over $10,000, 20,000, 30,000 credit line availability. And so when we talk about the power of ownership, it's not only preparing you to own a home, it's preparing you to own your life. Three-fourths of every financial decision in America is made in credit. And so, what I'm getting ready to share with you today is going to position you to be able to improve your credit score so that you can buy a home. But perhaps you want to leverage your credit score for business, or maybe you want to buy a car or refinance a home. Your credit score is going to matter. And just like we challenge our kids to come home with good grades, A's and B's, right? Um, our credit score is our adult report card. So you want to make sure that you are managing that. And so our own easy platform is amazing, guys. This is the vision of two gentlemen, Mr. George Newberry, who is a multi-generational real estate investor and titan. But he literally amassed over 4,000 doors in real estate, but due to a natural disaster, he lost all of that and found himself $26 million in debt. Now, I don't know about you, but I'll probably be losing my mind with $26 million in debt. But nonetheless, he figured out a way to not file bankruptcy. See, so many people file bankruptcy and they don't realize how that impacts them. But he didn't file bankruptcy. He found legal loopholes in the system whereby leveraging consumer attorney rights, he was able to improve his credit score. And then he said, listen, I want to take this message to the masses. So he partnered with our president, Mr. Chet Seeley, who has been able to help scale three businesses to the $1 billion mark. And then today we have this revolutionary platform that is going to lead so many families into home ownership. We're going to help so many families create wealth by improving their credit score so that they know how to leverage. And so over the next 5 years, our platform through 75 for All is committed to this 1 million homeowners. How are we going to do that? We're going to help families dispute their debt, resolve their credit reporting errors using AI technology. I'm going to talk about that, and also consumer debt attorneys. And right, we're going to also train and mobilize loan officers in every community. So if you're watching this, your loan officer probably shared this with you because you're not quite ready to buy a home. That doesn't mean you're not going to buy one. It just means you're not there yet. But your loan officer is seasoned and trained. They're going to make sure that we get you mortgage ready so that when it's time to apply, you get qualified and we can take you shopping and get you a clear to close. Okay. And so we're also going to prepare you with financial literacy and down payment education assistance. So many people need just a little nudge financially when it comes to purchasing a home. So we're going to help you with that. But listen, if you are not there yet with your credit score, it's okay. We can help you get mortgage ready. And I'm talking about we have an efficient, effective, cutting edge AI technology. We know that we're using AI for everything right now, right? And so even when it comes to credit, guys, there's no more snail mail and there's no more form letters or paying $5,000 to get a seasoned trade line. You don't have to do all of that. If you wasted money, I apologize to you. I wish we would have found you sooner. But this is going to allow you to be able to literally, at the click of a button, dissect your credit reports, the AI technology is going to be running all of these algorithms, 30, 40,000 algorithms at one time to create a comprehensive analysis of everything that's on all three of your credit reports, right? Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. It's going to do this all at one time. And then seamlessly, you'll be able to import your credit reports. It's going to show you exactly what to say to dispute those items. You click the button and it'll create custom tailored letters that are going to make sure that we're leveraging your consumer rights. And then you can go ahead and click the button and say, yep, mail those letters out. But not only are you going to get the AI technology, guys, you have access to consumer debt attorneys. That means if your rights have been violated, if you're getting harassed phone calls, listen, drop a one in the chat if you've ever had somebody call you and they got nasty, right? Well, guess what? That's illegal, up to $1,500 per infraction. So imagine if our attorneys, find a consumer violation and you get back money. Well, we've had people getting back anywhere between $1,000 all the way into $8,000 from consumer violations. So you're getting ready to buy a house, and now you got this extra money from a settlement, right? You could pay down debt. You can use it for earnest money. You can use it as down payment. So these are uh, uh, pieces that we put in place on purpose because our goal is home ownership. We're not a credit repair company, but we do implement cutting edge AI technology to make sure we can help you get mortgage ready. But not only that, guys, we want to make sure you're educated, right? Because your behavior does affect your credit score. When we start to think about your payment history, that's 35% of your score. As you are preparing for home ownership, you want to make sure you pay everything on time, even if it's the minimum, but pay everything on time because your score is weighted over the last 18 to 24 months. You're talking about right here 192 points of your credit score, right? So we know the credit score can go up to a 850. We know that the average credit score in America right now is a 716, but for African Americans, it's not there yet. The average credit score for minorities is not even a 700. So we've got to do better because your interest rate will be predicated upon your credit score. So again, 35% is payment history. Pay those bills on time. 30%, this is your credit card utilization. This is the second largest piece of your credit score, totaling 165 points, right? So you want to make sure that when you have your credit cards, you're not maxing them out. And they tell you 30%, but ideally 10% is the best place to be. Anywhere between 7 and 10%, you want to use your cards. You want to keep that utilization low. So if you have a credit card and let's say it's $1,000, 30% of that is $300. Never go beyond that. But I would suggest never go beyond $100, right? So you want to learn how to leverage the credit cards to build your credit score, leverage the credit cards to gain access to more credit to still grow your portfolio. 15% of your credit is based on the length of credit history you had. So this is why you don't want to close accounts. So even though you may have extra money come in, don't close the accounts out. Leave those accounts open because your credit age matters. And whether you believe it or not, those credit cards you got when you first started college, they matter right now, right? This is 82 and a half points of your credit score. So do not close those accounts. In fact, during the underwriting process, we're looking to see that you have at least 3 seasoned accounts, okay? New credit. This is saying not go get new credit, but this is saying keep your new credit inquiries to a limit. So because this is 10% of your score or 55 points, you want to make sure that you're not opening up a lot of credit because when you do, it reduces your age of history. In addition to that, guys, you don't want to go get a car before you get a house. You don't want to co-sign. You don't want to get any new credit cards before you get a house. So as it is right now, leave things the way they are. If you have to diversify your credit profile, the person that shared this with you has access to rent reporting. They have access to, be able to get your secure card. So just make sure you're working with them hand in hand as it relates to getting mortgage ready. 10%, the last percentage here, guys, is also a mix of credit. This means you need installment accounts, meaning those are the accounts that are paid the same amount every month. For example, a car note, a mortgage, furniture, right? The amount doesn't change, but you need installment and revolving. Revolving is going to be the gas cards, the credit cards, the store cards. So you need a mix of those. Having a mix means you just added 55 points to your credit score, right? And so as we talk about why we do what we do, it's all about owning easy, right? Put that in the chat, own easy. So if you're renting, you're not owning. And if you're renting, you're paying a mortgage, but it's just not yours. And so our goal is to help you get where you need to be. Listen to me. If you're paying $2,000 a month to rent, after 1 year, you've wasted $24,000. And I can tell you, I've been a renter, right? I own my home now, but before this house, guys, we were paying over $2,000 a month. So for 1 year, we threw $24,000 out the window. We'll never get that back. But imagine you get comfortable. You stay renting because your church is nearby, your kid's school is nearby, it's convenient to work. Well, you're going to spend $120,000 for convenience. Did you hear me? You don't want to do that. 10 years, 240,000. God forbid you stay in the same place, or even if it's not the same place. If you're renting for 15 years, that's $360,000. You bought probably a whole house at this point, right? And so I would suggest that you rather pay, you know, interest rates to own your own home, right? If you're renting, that's 100% interest, 0% principal. None of that money is coming back to you. And so, what we've done, in addition to preparing, this cutting edge technology, guys, we've bundled together AI technology along with amazing, amazing services called our VIP membership. And for over $15 to $2,000 in value, literally pennies on a dollar, you're going to have cutting edge AI dispute technology, credit building tools, educational tools. You're going to have a money manager and score simulator. You're able to track your spending habits. You're able to see how paying extra money on a particular credit card will increase your credit score. Ultimately, because what? We want to get you mortgage ready. Debt analysis and budgeting tools. That's important because your debt to income ratio will matter for purchasing a home. And then also, you're going to have access to consumer attorneys. Now, imagine for a minute, you need to sit down and talk with an attorney about a creditor. That's going to cost you $300-$400 an hour, right? That's included in your membership, as well as you have access to all three of your credit scores. You're going to have Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. That way, we'll know when you're mortgage ready, when you're ready to go ahead and do the pre-qualification, right? We don't want to do that prematurely and your score is not ready and it ends up being a hard hit, right? And on top of that, we're going to give you $1 million of identity fraud protection. And this is going to ensure that as that score goes up, it's protected, right? We know that identity theft is the fastest growing crime in America. And so every 3 seconds, see right there, somebody's identity just got compromised. So what's the investment? If you are serious about improving your credit score, you've got to invest. Yes, you can do your own credit yourself, but guess what? You can also pull your own teeth, do your own hair, do your own nails, but typically you don't, right? You don't change your own oil. You go to a professional. And right. And so that's going to save you time. It's going to save you energy and money for only $149.90 today. You get a one-time setup fee. Your first month is included. And then after that, you guys, it's only $89.95 a month. That's less than $3 a day. That's less than a cup of coffee. Now, if you're Starbucks and you're high class, listen, that's like 2 cups of coffee a day, right? But for $3 a day, you get to put your family in position to own a home over the next few months. And so, in addition to that, guys, we're so confident in our platform. We know you're going to love it. You can refer family and friends. So if you know other people who want to improve their credit score, you refer 5 people. We will waive the $89.95. So literally, you're able to invest that one-time fee and get your credit fixed for free if you refer 5 people. Our goal is ultimately to get you into home ownership. And so your story matters. At the end of the day, guys, we want to make sure we're getting the results that matter for you. You're wanting to buy a home. You're wanting to refinance. You're wanting to get a car, whatever the reason is you're watching this. And so we have an amazing testimony group. Whoever shared this video can invite you to our testimony group. It's called Own Easy Testimonials. You'll be able to see real life examples of people that we're helping every single day, including myself. This program was able to help me get a $56,000 timeshare removed from my credit. Not only did it get removed, but the entire timeshare was eliminated because they found consumer right violation. This program helped me get 2 student loans off of my credit profile. They were in positive standing, paid on time, but they found loopholes in the law. And so about $24,000 was eradicated. And so it doesn't matter if you have, negative items that, are yours. And it doesn't matter if there are negative items that perhaps shouldn't be there. Our program can help you either way. So this is Kiwana. She actually went through our program after wanting to buy a home and couldn't because of her poor credit score. And so she got started with the platform. They found violations. Her score went up 24 points the very first round, but just before Christmas, here on Christmas Eve, she got back a settlement check of over $4,000 where our attorneys were able to sue a creditor on her behalf. Now, in addition to that, now they're going after the 3 bureaus. So that's another potential $12,000 in settlement that she's going to be able to take with her to the closing closing table. And so now, she's going to be positioned to be a homeowner in 2024, right? And so maybe you're like Rod Farrell. Rod was in the financial industry. So guys, it doesn't matter that you're in the financial services space. Not everybody has good credit. Like when I started out on this journey, my score was in the 500s. My husband's was in the high 400s. And so we both have excellent credit. We've been able to leverage our credit to, purchase things, purchase our home, build our business credit. And so credit does matter. Rod Farrell was able to have 97 negative items removed from his credit, now has access to a 5-figure credit line. And even at the age of 62, he decided to fix what he was ashamed of. And so if you're watching this video today, I just want to share one thing with you. Credit is power. And if you don't have any, then render yourself powerless. If you're looking to buy a house or make a purchase or acquisition in America, the first thing they're going to do is look at your credit. And unfortunately, we're judged based on our credit score. So if you're not there yet, you want to make sure you get back with the person that shared this video with you. Let them know you want to go ahead and get started on their own easy membership, because you want to be a homeowner, right? You want to take advantage of the interest rates. You want to get the best interest rate, and you want to make sure that you are positioning you and your family for legacy. So that's our time, guys. Thank you so much again. Get back with the person that shared this with you and let them know you're ready to get started today. Take care. Bye-bye.